So we are here in Riverside. The coin toss has taken place. The starting lineups have taken place, and we're ready for football action tonight here at Riverside High School. Again, the Grizzlies second place in the Northeast A-League right now. Current record 3-1 in league play. The Grizzlies 5-1 overall. And the Riverside Rams 3-2 in league play, 4-3 overall. The implications for this game tonight, the winner will likely be the second place team out of the Northeast A-League and will have an opportunity to play in a crossover glue game against the number 2 team from the Caribou Trail League. In that position, you've got an opportunity to advance to the state playoffs. The loser of this game will likely be in third place and will have to play the number 1 team out of the Caribou Trail League. And I don't think anyone's wanting to face, I believe that's OMAC right now. OMAC undefeated, ranked in state. They're a tough one. Grizzlies deferred the coin flip, so they'll kick away till the second half. It is received at the 10-yard line, and that is TJ Trepanier straight up the middle. He's still on his feet past the 30, past the 40, make it the 42 or 43-yard line before he's finally brought down. That's going to be a return of 30 to 33 yards, and Riverside's going to start the night in good field position.
Yeah, there were several Grizz that came up to meet him and kind of bounced off a little bit. I think they maybe went a little high, and certainly he ran with some definite authority out there.
What he lacks in size, he makes up for in aggressiveness and just competitiveness. TJ Trepanier is quite a player. Shotgun formation, Trepanier's going to drop straight back. He looks near side, and the pass is complete to Sammy DeRoche out of the backfield. DeRoche plants his right foot, slips to the ground, and he's going to get to the 45-yard line. That is a completed pass, and quickly the Riverside Rams are to the line. 2nd and 8. Handoff right up the middle. This is to tailback Michael Zanoni. Zanoni close to midfield, just shy of the midfield marker by about a yard. It'll be a gain of 4 yards, bringing up third down. 3rd and 6.
There was a host of Grizzlies in there that kind of tripped him up. Looked like Tug Smith ended up assisting to bring him down.
So a gain of 5 yards for Zanoni. It's going to be 3rd down and 4. I think I said 3rd and 6. 3rd and 4 for Riverside. The ball is on the Riverside side of the midfield line at the 49. Two tight ends, 2 receivers to the right. Oh, and a hard count gets the Grizzlies to jump off sides. Penalty flag on the field. That's going to be a first down for Riverside.
Yeah, they were in the double tight end set there with trips, and the defensive front, aggressive defensive end down here jumped across.
So spot the ball at the Newport Grizzly 46-yard line. 1st and 10 Riverside on the first possession of the evening.
Ball's placed on the 46-yard line.
1 back, shotgun formation. 2 tight end set. Trepanier drops back. Now he's going to take it himself. Left side. Ooh, he's met at the line and stopped in his tracks from a linebacker position. Jacob Kirkwood comes up and drops him at the 45-yard line. A gain of maybe a half a yard. It'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Danny Bradbury was right there with the assist.
So spot the ball right at the 45-yard line. 2nd down and 9 for Riverside. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Handoff inside. This one is going to go to DeRoche. DeRoche cuts back into the center of the field. Doesn't quite make the 40-yard line, and he's brought down after a gain of maybe 4 yards.
Jacob Kirkwood in on the tack there.
So DeRoche picks up 5 yards. 3rd down and 5 is the call. The ball is at the 41-yard line. The Rams need to get to the 36 for a first down. Split back formation, shotgun. Zanoni and DeRoche to either side of Trepanier. There's the snap. Trepanier looks to his right. He throws. It is a low pass, but picked up. Caught by DeRoche. He falls forward, and he's really close to first down yardage. I think they're going to mark him about a yard short, however.
Danny Bradbury came in to put a nice shoulder tackle, knocking DeRoche down, keeping him from the first down.
So it's going to be 4th down for Riverside. The ball is at the 37-yard line. They need to get to the 36 for a first down. They're going to go for it. They break from the huddle, split back formation. Actually, 3 running backs. And it is Parker Gallinger under center. Motion to the left side. There's the snap. Oh, we've got penalty flags. And let's see who this is against. Before the play got off, the referees blow the whistle dead, and there's a penalty flag. When they do that, it's typically against the offense. And it is.
Actually, can't foresee what would have happened, but the defense on the Grizz piled inside, and they were looking like they were running off tackle and actually had a little running lane there. So, thankfully, the penalty occurred.
With the penalty, the Riverside Rams will be backed up 5 yards. 4th down and 6 at the 42-yard line. They need to get down to the 36 for a first down, and the ball is at the 42. So, 4th down and 6 for Riverside. 8:38 left in the first quarter. No score yet. Riverside on the first possession of the evening. 3 running backs in the backfield. Kind of a upside-down wishbone. There's the snap. Drops back, pass to the far sideline. There's a receiver, but it is beyond his outstretched hands. And that incompletion will turn the ball over to the Newport Grizzlies over on downs.
Yeah, that was a nice... guys were there. Thankfully, the ball was overthrown. Receiver had no chance. Like Michael Owen out there providing coverage.
So it's going to be Grizzlies ball, 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. First possession of the evening for the Newport Grizzlies. Now the Grizzlies had a lot of success against Colville between the 30s. From one end of the field at the 30 to the other end of the field, they ran the ball effectively last week. The passing game let them down. Let's see what happens tonight. Shotgun formation, handoff Bradbury. Starts right, now cuts back into a pile, and he might get back. Well, I don't think he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He stopped at the 40-yard line. That'll be a loss of about 2 yards.
Yeah, number 52, Creighton Jarman, was at the bottom of that pile, bringing Bradbury down.
So 2nd down and 12. Grizzlies from their own 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Bradbury the lone setback. Shotgun formation, handoff Bradbury. He start left. Now he cuts into the middle of the field. He bowls over 2 defenders, and he falls forward to the 45-yard line. It'll be 3rd down coming up after a gain of 7 yards.
Braden Sparks and Ty Clayton were the bowled over players that ended up tripping up Bradbury.
So a gain of 7. 3rd down and 5. Actually, 3rd down and 7 for the Newport Grizzlies. It was a gain of 5, 3rd and 7. There's the snap. Rolling out to his right. Throw to the up, and it's caught. That pass is caught by the Grizzlies' Aaron Eggleston. And he is out to the out to midfield almost, but still short of first down yardage. Make it a gain of 5 yards for the Grizzlies, but it's going to be 4th down and 2.
Yeah, the Rams really brought some heat on that. Danny Bradbury stepped up, made a nice block on the backside, but if he could have kept his feet, possibly a first down.
So 4th down and a long 2, punt formation for the Grizzlies. Right to left on your radio dial. There's the snap. And a ugly wobbler to the far sideline, kicked by Jacob Kirkwood. It goes out of bounds, an effective kick. It was ugly, but it was effective. It'll be a 31-yard punt for the Grizzlies, out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Riverside Rams will take control. 6 minutes and 42 seconds, 6:42. We're in the first quarter. Riverside now on their 2nd possession of the evening, forcing the Grizzlies to go 3 and out. Now it's Riverside. Trepanier is back at the quarterback position in the shotgun. 3 receivers, handoff right up the middle. This is going to go to DeRoche. DeRoche moves the scrum forward to about the 22-yard line, a pickup of 2, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, Jacob Tanner and Luke Nichols in on the tackle there, along with a host of other Grizzlies.
Ball spotted just outside the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 8 for Riverside. Just about 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Rams break from the huddle in their red jerseys and gray pants. Twin back set, receivers to the left and to the right. Trepanier's going to drop straight back. Here comes the pressure. It's passed to the near side, in and out of the hands of DeRoche. And if he would have caught that, he had two Grizzlies bearing down on him. It's probably best for Riverside that ball falls incomplete.
Yeah, definitely. They brought some heat. Jacob Kirkwood was right in Trepanier's face. And anyway, you're exactly right. Probably glad it went through his hands.
DeRoche had come out into the flats from the backfield. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 8 for Riverside. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Trepanier calls out the plays. Here's the snap. Trepanier rolling to his left, still on his feet. Now he's going to cut it up 20, 25-yard line, and he's close to the 30. And depending on the spot, he may have a first down for Riverside.
Jacob Tanner, the defensive tackle, came back and made a nice collision with both backside defensive players. Aaron Eggleston brought him down.
So it is a gain of 8 yards. First down, Riverside at the 31-yard line. 5:53 left in the first quarter. 2 back set, 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. Trepanier in the shotgun. There's the snap. Trepanier, cross-dive action, goes to the right side. Zanoni carries the ball over right guard. He is out to about the 33-yard line, and second down will be coming.
Danny Bradbury and Jacob Kirkwood ended up making the tackle.
Gain of 3 yards for Zanoni. Second down and 7. A long 7. And 5:25 left here in the first quarter. We'll call it second down and 8. Shotgun formation. Trepanier drops back. Throws one out to the flats to the far sideline. Caught by Zanoni. But right there is a host of Grizzlies to take him down. There's going to be little or no gain on that play. Third down coming up.
Yeah, Jacob Kirkwood got up in there and kind of rerouted him. Then Luke Nichols and Danny Bradbury ended up providing the bookend smash to bring him down.
It does go down in the books as a completed pass, but for no gain. 3rd and 8 for Riverside. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Trepanier in the shotgun. There's the snap. Trepanier rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's going to take it himself. No, he pulls up and throws now, and it's complete. Oh, and what a hit! On the fingertips of his intended receiver, DeRoche, and Tug Smith comes up from the free safety position, knocks him into yesterday, and knocks the ball loose, incomplete.
Yeah, that was an outstanding job. That contact really separated the ball from the receiver. So just a nice job getting the ball back or opportunity to return it on a punt.
It's clear on that play that a cast and a broken thumb is not going to hurt his ability to defend. 4th and long for Riverside, and they line up in a shotgun formation now. Zanoni's going to drop back into a punt formation. 4:37, first quarter, 4th and long. Riverside to punt. Here it comes, and Zanoni, he's in some trouble. That's Trepanier, rather. The Grizzlies in a full-out blitz. Trepanier cannot get the punt away, and the Grizzlies sack him in the backfield. And the Grizzlies are going to have awesome field position after that play.
Yeah, Kirkwood just blasted through there. I mean, like a hot knife through butter. I mean, there was no resistance. Put a nice move on the up back and right on to the punter. And the punter, actually, Trepanier, you mentioned earlier as a competitor, looked like he was a little frustrated by that occurrence there.
He can be hot-headed at times, and he let his fellow teammates know that he wasn't very happy right there. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies at the Riverside 25. Handoff Bradbury right up the middle. Breaks it out to the right, 20. Cuts up, 15. Bowls over a couple Rams, and he's down to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, number 17 there, Jack Ewert, ended up being the, I guess you could say, the tripping force, because he was blasted over with number 3, Michael Zanoni, bringing Bradbury down.
14-yard gain down to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Grizzlies. 4:25, first quarter. Grizzlies line up with 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bradbury, the lone setback. Prange takes the snap, hands off to Bradbury, right up the middle. He hits one would-be tackler, falls forward to about the 9-yard line. Will pick up 1, maybe 2 yards on the play. Second down coming up.
Looked like Aaron Covey and Braden Sparks in on the stop on Bradbury.
Spot the ball just inside the 20-yard line. Second down and 8 for the Newport Grizzlies. 3 receiver set. Bradbury in the backfield. Prange in the shotgun, and penalty flag on the far sideline. Eggleston jumps off sides.
A wide receiver offsides is one of the like commandments of you're out there, you watch the ball. But anyway.
Yeah, wide receivers are not supposed to listen to the cadence. They watch the ball, and they only go after the ball is snapped. For a wide receiver to jump off sides, like you say. 2nd down and 13 for the Grizzlies after that 5-yard penalty. 2 receivers to the left, same formation, 1 to the right. Prange in the shotgun. There's the snap. Handoff Bradbury. Starts left. And Bradbury contacted in the backfield. Gets away from one, but there's 2 others right there to wrap him up and take him down. That's going to be a loss of yardage all the way back to the 18-yard line. Bringing up 3rd down and a long way to go.
Yeah, Michael Zanoni is the first contact that hit Bradbury, but then Creighton Jarman ended up wrestling him down.
So 3rd down and... let me see here. It's going to be 3rd down and 17 for the Grizzlies. Prange rolling to his left. Looking. Fires a dart. Caught by Kirkwood. Kirkwood to the 10. Struggling his way down to the 5-yard line. And he didn't quite get to first down yardage. It's going to be 4th down coming up. 4th and about 4 from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, first contact, Braden Sparks ended up making on Kirkwood.
So they're going to spot the ball right on the edge of the 5-yard line. 4th down and 4. The Grizzlies do have room to get a first down here, and they're going to go for it. 4th and 4 from the 5-yard line. Prange in the shotgun. 3 receivers. Prange takes the snap, drops back. Now he's going to take it himself. He pulls up, plunges over. Oh, the ball is loose into the end zone, and I think it is recovered by Riverside. Prange had what looked to be a touchdown in hand, and as he crossed the goal line, he got hit. The ball came loose, and there's a referee down on the field. We still do not have an indication here. If Prange was in the end zone before the ball was knocked loose, it's a touchdown. But if the referee indicates that the ball was loose before he was in the end zone, then it's a fumble recovered by Riverside. And we're going to have to wait and see what the call is because we've got a injured referee on the field, and they haven't yet sorted this one out.
Yeah, definitely. That's one of those things. They didn't account for Prange being able to run, and he kind of tucked it up in there. And tell you what, did a nice job, but got hit and the ball come popping loose.
Yeah, 4 referees are gathered right down at the goal line. They're talking with each other. Both teams are waiting for the indication. The white cap is going to call touchdown. Evidently, Prange was across the goal line before the ball came loose, and as soon as the plane is broken, it is you stop the play. It's a dead ball. Touchdown, Grizzlies. And with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the first quarter, the Grizzlies strike first. A 5-yard touchdown run by Tegan Prange, and the Grizzlies lead 6-0.
Yeah, well, they crossed or they ended up covering down there. I don't know, but it is a touchdown.
Here's the point after. The snap, the hold is down, the kick is up, and it's a spiral, but it's good. And with 2:17 left in the first quarter, the Grizzlies are on the board first. Newport 7, Riverside 0. We're back after this timeout.
Newport Hospital and Health Services is a proud and valued sponsor of Cubs FM. Newport Community Hospital is a trauma level 4 facility that offers many services including a 24-hour ER, diagnostic imaging, physical and rehabilitative therapy, general surgical care, birthing rooms, and laboratory services. Newport Hospital and Health Services is on the web at www.phd1.org, or you can call them at 509-447-2441. Again, that number is 509-447-2441.
Cubs FM would like to thank Newport Car Wash for their support of this broadcast. Newport Car Wash, located at 320 Union Avenue, is open 24 hours daily and offers a fully automated touchless drive-through service, self-service bays, and vacuums, both coin or prepaid token operated. You may contact Newport Car Wash for prepaid token information at 208-448-2290. Newport's only automated self-service car wash. That's Newport Car Wash.
Back at Riverside High School, David Bradbury along with Tim Juergens. With 2:17 left in the first quarter, the Grizzlies strike first. A 5-yard touchdown run by Tegan Prange, and the point after is good, and the Grizzlies lead it 7-0. Grizzlies with their white away jerseys, black pants and black helmets. They'll be kicking off here on the ensuing kickoff. Right to left on your radio dial. Number 88, Jacob Kirkwood, lining up to kick the ball away. There's the whistle. Here's the approach. It's a squibber on the ground. Bounces at the 30, mishandled, picked up now, right up the middle it goes. Uh-oh, somebody better get on him, and it's Tug Smith who makes a saving tackle. And that was, I don't have a number for him. Oh, there he is. Kruger Rosenthal. And Rosenthal picked it up, went right up the middle of the field, and if not for Tug Smith making the tackle, he would have been gone. And it's going to be Riverside ball at their own 48-yard line. Really good field position for the Rams here, starting their third possession of the night. Shotgun formation, and another hard count, and the Grizzlies jump off sides. Penalty flag on the field. It's going to go against the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen this year. Either any type of undisciplinedness, and they were getting us on that hard count.
Third procedure penalty of the night for the Grizzlies. 2 offsides, 1 illegal, 1 false start. Shotgun formation, another hard count. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Trepanier takes the ball, hands it off right up the middle. This time he goes to Zanoni, and step enough to stop him in his tracks. That is Jacob Tanner. Maybe a gain of a yard or 2, bringing up second down and short.
Yeah, Jacob really did a nice job coming through and then rerouting down the line and making a nice play on the running back.
They'll give him 2 yards on that play. Ball spotted at the 35-yard line. Second down and 3 for Riverside. Well, Riverside does have some size up on the line, and they do have some athleticism in the backfield. Along with the coaching that they have, you can see why they've been much more successful than people anticipated this year. Split back formation, shotgun, Trepanier. There's the snap. Trepanier hands off to Roche, left side. He sidesteps 1 blocker. Up comes a host of Grizzlies to stop him at the 45-yard line. I don't think he's going to gain anything on this play. Third down is coming up.
Jacob Kirkwood and Luke Nichols in on the tackle with Tug Smith flying along to give some support there.
No huddle by Riverside. Split back formation, shotgun, Trepanier. Calls, hands off right side. This time it is Zanoni. Zanoni plants his foot and heads up field. And he's down to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 4 yards and a first down for Riverside.
Jacob Tanner in on the tackle there.
Looks like Jacob Tanner might have got his ankle stepped on as well. He comes off the field holding that right ankle and hobbling a little bit there as well. 53 seconds remain in the first quarter. Riverside, 1st and 10 at the Newport 40-yard line. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left, split back formation. Trepanier takes the snap, rolls out to his left. He looks, he throws. He's got Zanoni, but it's in and out of his hands. The ball was right on the mark. The Grizzlies had Troy Hill as well as Danny Bradbury in coverage, and the ball goes incomplete, bringing up second down.
Yeah, Zanoni, right? I mean, Trepanier, in watching him throw, he doesn't necessarily set his feet and really looks like he's super comfortable, but they definitely get it to those running backs and try to open up some lanes.
38 seconds left in the first quarter. Second down and 10 for Riverside at the Newport 40-yard line. 2 receivers split out to the right. Double tight end package. Trepanier in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looked like a lot of movement up front. Hands off to Zanoni. Zanoni starts right. He's inside the 40-yard line, down to about the 37. It'll be a gain of about 3 yards, bringing up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, Jay Stricker in on the tackle there.
Take the ball down to the Newport 36-yard line.
They'll officially mark it at the 36-yard line, so a gain of 4. 3rd down and 6 for Riverside. Now Riverside slows things down, huddle up. And the play is taking a while to come in for Riverside. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. I think they're just going to let the time run out here in the first quarter, and that's what they're going to do. So, time runs out in the first quarter. And after 1 quarter of play, the Grizzlies have a 7-point lead, 7-0. The Grizzlies lead the Riverside Rams. It's going to be Riverside ball 3rd and 6 as we come back to start the second quarter. The Grizzlies 7, Riverside 0. We're back after this timeout.
Newport Laundry is a valued sponsor of Cubs FM and this broadcast. Newport Laundry, located at 420 West Spruce, is open Monday through Sunday 8 to 7. Newport Laundry provides coin-operated self-service laundry facilities, personal and commercial full-service laundry, and drop-off dry cleaning services. You may contact Newport Laundry at 509-447-2809. Newport's full-service laundry and dry cleaning facility. That's Newport Laundry.
Cubs FM would like to thank Stephanie Johnson with Caldwell Banker North Country Realty. Located on 300 South Washington in Newport, Stephanie is a licensed realtor in Idaho and Washington and can guide you through the entire process of buying or selling your home or vacant land. Stephanie knows all the players involved in the process, including lenders, inspectors, appraisers, closers, and contractors. You may contact Stephanie anytime at 509-308-1264. Stephanie Johnson with Caldwell Banker North Country Realty, where it's so much more than just the home.
Back at Riverside High School, David Bradbury and Tim Juergens with you tonight. The Newport Grizzlies enter the second quarter with a 7-point lead, but it's Riverside's ball. Riverside has it 3rd and 6 at the Newport 36-yard line. They'll switch ends of the field. The Riverside Rams now moving right to left on your radio dial. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Trepanier in the shotgun formation. Hard count. Here's the snap. Trepanier rolls out to his left. He's got running room. He's going to take it. He's at the 35, 30. Cuts up the field, out of bounds at about the 21-yard line. And plenty of running room on this near side for Trepanier. A gain of... Well, the PA announcer said it was a gain of 21 yards. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 12.
Yeah, and that was, heady play by the quarterback. Newport, we blitzed inside, and it created a big running seam outside. The angles were kind of taken away, and he's able to get down some good yardage.
From the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 Riverside. Trepanier in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. There's the snap. Trepanier drops back, looking to his right. He pulls back, double pumps, fires over the middle, and it is over the head and behind his intended receiver, Trafton Holston, the tight end, right in the middle of the field.
Yeah, and that definitely was a blessing for the Grizz because there was no one between him and the end zone if he was able to put the touch on the ball there.
The incompletion brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 10 from the Grizzly 23-yard line. Red jerseys break from the huddle. Ball on the left hash mark. 2 tight ends set. 3 running backs, the inverted wishbone, if you will. Parker Gallinger under center. Gallinger takes the snap, hands off left side to DeRoche. DeRoche plunges forward down to the 20-yard line. There'll be a short gain. He's tackled by Bradbury after a gain of 3 yards.
Yeah, Danny kind of hog-tied him down there and pulled him down, definitely.
So a 3-yard gain down to the 20-yard line will bring up 3rd and 7 for Riverside. 11 minutes, 23 seconds left in the second quarter. Grizzlies leading 7-0, but they're backed up deep in their own territory right now. Riverside 3rd and 7. Inverted wishbone. Gallinger under center. Takes the snap, hands off left side, and the handoff goes to Braden Sparks. Sparks is inside the 20, down to about the 16-yard line. A short gain on the play. 4th down will be coming up.
Yeah, that was a fair quick hitter, but definitely the Grizz defense was right there to keep him from getting very far.
So a gain of 5 yards for Sparks. This is the 8th. This will be the 9th play of this drive for Riverside. 4th down and 3 at the Grizzly 16-yard line. They're spread way out. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Trepanier in the shotgun, double tight end. Snap to Trepanier. He rolls out to his right. Now he's just going to take it himself. He cuts up to the 15, dives forward to about the 12-yard line. He needed 2 yards, maybe 3 yards to get the first down, and I think he got 4.
Yeah, that wasn't, he looked like he kind of tripped up, but he definitely saw the green grass and took out after it.
So it is a first down for Riverside, or is it?
They're going to measure,
they're going to measure it, yeah. So the official spot actually is about the 13-yard line. It looked like maybe he got down to about the 12, but the official spot is going to make it look a lot closer than what I initially thought. 10 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second quarter. If Riverside does get the first down here, they will have their 10th play of this drive coming up. not too many times this year, aside from Colville last week, of course, not too many times this year have teams sustained drives like this against the Newport Grizzlies.
Exactly, yes. And they've a couple times the Rams have really either play has broken down and it turned out well, or they've called the right play in the right situation, and that has led to these continued drive.
So they're going to stretch the chains out here. Got a pretty good perspective from it right here. One referee is marking it. They're just about ready to stretch it. And let's see here. I don't think he got it.
No.
No, they did not get it. Newport football.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not just that difference of, the trip or the spot that they had. Troy Hill was right there, part of the group that led the stop there.
That was inches.
Yeah.
And it is Grizzly football. The Riverside Rams turn it over on downs. It'll be Grizzly football 1st and 10 from the Riverside 16. Or excuse me, from their own 16. Now they're not remeasuring it now, are they, Coach? What they're doing is placing it out on the hash mark. Yeah, so.
But it looks a little, quite honestly, they placed it a little different than what the ball was. We actually lost yardage.
So we get the ball, but when they replaced it, I think we lost about 5 inches there.
Yes, yeah, because there was about 3 inches to the stake, and they flipped the ball around and put it 2 inches forward.
Yep.
So, anyway.
10 minutes and 8 seconds here in the second quarter. The Grizzlies get the ball back. It is 1st and 10 for Newport on their own 16-yard line. Grizzlies come out in a 3-receiver set. Prange in the shotgun with Bradbury to his right-hand side. Prange looks to his right. Now crouches down, takes the snap. It goes over his head. Prange, he drops on the ball. Did he get it? I think he recovered it, but he took his eye off of the snap for just a split second. It ricocheted off of his right hand, went over his right shoulder, and he was lucky to recover that ball. He dumped down on it. He's going to lose yardage. They're going to spot it all the way back at the 6-yard line, and a loss of 10 yards on the play by Prange.
And Prange has actually got brought over to the sideline. Danny Bradbury's the running quarterback now.
Bradbury out of the shotgun. He's going to take it himself, straight up the middle. He plunges forward to about the 8-yard line, maybe the 9. Not much yardage there to gain. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Yeah, there was just a whole host of Rams there that just kind of focused on Danny and just kind of held him there.
So they will spot it just outside the 13, almost the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 yards on that play. 3rd down and 15 for Newport. Bradbury is at the quarterback position now, barking out the signals to his left and now to his right. He'll step backwards into the shotgun, takes the snap, and he's going to carry it himself. Not much running room there. He plunges forward over the 10-yard line, maybe the 11-yard line, and a gain of a couple yards, bringing up 4th down and long.
Creighton Jarman, number 52 for the Rams, kind of led that charge there.
4th down and a long 13, and the Grizzlies are showing punt formation. At not even, on the Grizzlies side of the field, that is Jack Ewert standing at the Grizzly 45-yard line getting ready to receive the punt. There's a high end-over-end punt by Kirkwood, fielded at the 50-yard line. He called fair catch, and then he was going to try to run it. But after you call fair catch, you can't run it. And he actually lost yardage on the play for Riverside. He backed up to the 50-yard line, calls fair catch, and Riverside will take control of the ball at that spot.
Yeah, that definitely was a series that I'm sure the Grizz wish they had back. Yeah. They just, the Rams are getting some penetration, again, reminiscent of some of last week.
Yep.
And that's something definitely that up front 5 need to really secure their gaps.
8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the first half. Riverside with the ball on their 4th possession of the evening. It is 1st and 10 at midfield, right at the 50-yard line. Trepanier in the shotgun. Rolls out to his left. He's got room to run, and he tucks it, and he does. He tries to cut back, but right there, the ball is loose on the ground, and I think it's picked up by Johnny Goodman. Trepanier was rolling to his left. He tried to cut back to his right. I believe, was it my boy? I think Danny Bradbury leveled him, forced a fumble, and then Johnny Miller drops on the ball and recovers it for the Newport Grizzlies. Grizzly football at the 50-yard line.
Right on. And, that was he tried to cut back like you said, and Danny did a textbook nice tackle right up there, punching the ball loose, and a great heads-up play for Miller.
8 minutes left in the first half. Grizzlies 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line. Bradbury is in at quarterback. There's the snap. Bradbury fakes a handoff, takes it himself. Oh, he drives into Riverside territory. He's down to the 30, near sideline, knocked out at the 20. It's going to be a gain of at least 25, almost 30 yards for the Grizzlies, and a first down deep in Riverside territory.
Yeah, Sammy DeRoche he came up and brought some load on Bradbury, very close to hitting him out of bounds.
So we're looking for the official placement. The sideline markers have not moved forward yet. And I don't know why. Now they're calling him forward. They're going to place the ball on about the 22-yard line. So call that a gain of 28 for Bradbury. And it is first down Newport. Bradbury hands off left side this time. And Johnny Miller gets the call, number 4. Maybe just back to the line of scrimmage. Not much doing there.
Loss of 2 on the play.
They'll actually say that he loses 2 yards, does Johnny Miller. That'll bring up second down and 12. 3 receivers, make it 4 receivers. Bradbury in the shotgun. Takes the snap, starts to his right. Contacted, bounces off of it, near side. He's got some running room. He's down to about the 10-yard line, and hey, son, instead of headhunting, just run around that guy and into the end zone. Bradbury had a chance to score, but he saw number 17, that being Jack Ewart, and he lowered his head, bowled him over. He's down to about the 10-yard line. It's close to first down yardage. And I think they're going to what are they going to do here? They're slow in moving the chains. They're going to say he's about a half a yard short, so a 12-yard gain for Bradbury, and it's going to be 3rd and inches. And now maybe they're going to measure, or is there a timeout on the field? There's a timeout on the field. Newport takes a timeout. So with 6:37 left in the second quarter, 3rd down and inches for the Grizzlies, down at the Riverside 13-yard line. Timeout on the field. We too take a timeout on this football
Cubs
broadcast.
FM would like to thank Newport Pizza for its support of this broadcast and Grizzly Athletics. Newport Pizza provides a full menu of pizza, calzones, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and drinks for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. You may contact Newport Pizza at 447-2500. That's 447-2500. Newport Pizza, celebrating 20 years of service to the Newport area.
6 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second quarter. And the Newport Grizzlies, at least for this drive, they've taken Tegan Prange off the field, and they've replaced him with Danny Bradbury at the quarterback position. It looks and feels a little unorthodox. Bradbury, a running back, in my opinion, he's my own son, of course, really a fullback by nature. But for some reason, the Grizzlies now choosing to put him at a quarterback position. Now, they do have 3rd and inches down at the Riverside 13-yard line. But Bradbury not exactly comfortable. At least he doesn't look that way to me right now. There's Bradbury in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to go straight forward himself. Starts right. Boom! He hits a guy backwards to about the 8 or 9-yard line. He's easily got the first down yardage. And a couple yards as well.
Yeah, he made contact with Michael Zanoni, and Zanoni tried to plant his feet, but they just went on skids, and Danny was able to drive past for the first down.
They'll mark the ball just inside the 10-yard line. 1st and goal for Newport. Clock is running. 6.5 minutes left in the second quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bradbury in the shotgun. Bradbury takes the snap, almost over his head, and it's fumbled on the ground, and he does not recover it. It is recovered by Riverside. I don't know if that was a bad snap or he just mishandled it.
Well, it looked like it come shooting out of there, and it was high, and that's an awful hard ball to handle, not to make any excuses.
But that is a fumble, and Riverside recovers it. 1st and 10 Riverside at their own 15-yard line, and boy, they dodged a bullet there. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Trepanier in the shotgun. Kicks his foot, sends a man in motion, hands off, and that is to Logan Truman. Truman might have got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much doing there. Second down coming up.
He ran into Matthew Kirkwood, who kind of just twisted and wrestled him down from there.
So no gain on the play, second down and 10. The ball is at the 15-yard line. Riverside, second down and 10 now. Clock continues to run, 5 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Riverside breaks from the huddle. Two receivers run out to the left, one to the right. Trepanier in the shotgun. Takes the snap, drops back to his right, looks, fires, and the ball is over the head, incomplete. Michael Owen, number 10 for the Grizzlies, playing defense on number 10, Jackson Betker for the Riverside Rams. And the incompletion will bring up third down.
Yeah, that was right there. I saw the coaches over there. Certainly anytime a close play, coaches are yelling, hey, interference. But Michael made a nice play on the receiver.
It'll be third down and 10 for Riverside at their own 15-yard line. Two receivers will come out of the huddle to the left, one to the right. One running back, Trepanier in the shotgun. Grizzlies are showing blitz. Here they come. Trepanier rolls out to his right. Now he plants his foot, throws it over the center. Wide open, number 8 to midfield. Johnny Miller pushes him out of bounds on the far sideline in Grizzly territory. And the Grizzlies did not account for Parker Gallinger. And a big gainer for Riverside, first and 10 in Newport territory.
Yeah, that's something that, Trepanier, he's shown that ability to take off and run. And I think the Grizz are thinking, pass, he's going to try to come up. And, man, that receiver was absolutely broken coverage. He was wide open.
Yep, Gallinger, if he had any speed, he should have scored. Johnny Miller, though, might be the quickest guy on the Grizzlies roster. Pushes him out of bounds. First and 10 Riverside at the Grizzly 43-yard line. Trepanier now in some trouble. Tries to throw the ball. Oh, and it's almost picked off by Jacob Kirkwood on the far sideline. He can't hold on, and it drops incomplete.
Yeah, Jacob Tanner and Aaron Eggleston brought some tremendous pressure. In fact, Trepanier was he was throwing while they were hanging onto his jersey, and Kirkwood was so close to intercepted the ball.
The incompletion stops the clock at 5 minutes and 18 seconds left in the second quarter. Grizzlies leading 7-0. Second and 10 Riverside. Handoff right up the middle. That is to Zanoni. Zanoni is close to the 40-yard line, and then he's upended by Johnny Miller and company.
Yeah, that was Troy Hill, and Aaron Eggleston really brought it in there and drove him back, returned his energy back to away from the line of scrimmage.
So spot the ball at the Grizzly 39-yard line after a gain of about 2.5 yards. Third down and 7 for Riverside. Clock is running, 4:46, second quarter. Riverside trailing the Grizzlies 7-0. Third and 7. Three receivers in this package. There's the snap. Trepanier fires over the right side, and his intended receiver, Gallinger, had to reach down to the ground, and it bounces off the turf before he can catch it.
Yeah, he's just kind of launching that thing, just laser down.
Yeah, Trepanier has only completed 3 passes in 10 attempts, and this last incompletion brings up fourth down. Stops the clock with 4:32 left in the second quarter. Ball placement at the Newport 39-yard line, 4th and 7 for Riverside. They break from the huddle. At the moment, they're showing a not punt formation, shotgun formation with 3 receivers. Trepanier, he rolls out to his left. He's in some trouble. Troy Hill takes him down deep in the backfield for a quarterback sack and a loss of significant yardage. It's going to be Grizzly football.
Yeah, and that's something that the Grizz hadn't been doing. Hill actually was sitting back, waiting, and they made some adjustments, brought him off the edge, and what a great play on there.
4 minutes and 27 seconds left. And who are the Grizzlies going to bring out at the quarterback position in this? It looks like it's going to be Tegan Prange. Good. Tegan is back out on the field. 2 receivers to his right, 2 is to his left. First and 10 Newport, ball at the 50-yard line. Bradbury the lone setback with 4:27 left in the second quarter. Grizzlies up by 7. There's the snap. Tegan Prange looks left, he throws. Complete to Kirkwood. Kirkwood weaves in and out of a couple players, just gets back to the 50-yard line. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to run a little that smoke screen, the little quick screen there, and bubble, and I tell you what, the Rams played it very well.
Second down and 10. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Prange takes the snap, hands off to Bradbury. Bradbury starts right, then cuts back to his left. I don't think he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a loss of a yard, bringing up third down.
Yeah, it looked like number 27, Sammy DeRoche, ended up being there to stop him. But really what made the difference is those front 4 for the Rams are holding up our line. Our line is not getting much push there to open up a running lane for Bradbury.
So it's going to be third down, 3rd and 11 for the Newport Grizzlies. Clock is running, 3:26 left in the second quarter. 3 receiver package. Prange in the shotgun with Danny Bradbury on his left-hand hip. Now he switches over to the right-hand side. Snap to Prange, drops straight back, looks over the center, throws down the field, and it is intercepted by Riverside deep in their own territory. Jack Ewart intercepts it down at the 16 or 17-yard line, and Riverside will take control with 3:07 left in the second quarter.
You know, with that pass, I mean, it wasn't, say it, I'm not the quarterback, but it wasn't even close there.
Nope.
I mean, he just launched it, and that safety never had to even turn his shoulders. He just slid over and made a good ball on it, good play.
Yep. So from the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 for Riverside with time running out here in the second quarter. It's homecoming and senior night here in Riverside. Rams have been playing inspired football the last couple games, and tonight they're right in it here with the Grizzlies. Trailing 7-0, 1st and 10 Riverside. Motion to the left-hand side, handoff to the left-hand side to DeRoche. Oh, when Danny Bradbury comes up from a linebacker position and puts a licking on him just as he hits the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down for no gain.
Yeah, the Grizz did a nice job. Troy Hill came up, took on a lead blocker. It looked like Matthew Kirkwood also, and then Danny was just like what you said, the big boom right there.
2:44 and counting. That's the time left in the second quarter. Second down and 10 for Riverside. The clock says otherwise, but he made no gain on that play. Inverted wishbone. Gallinger under center. Hands off right side to Zanoni, I believe. Actually, that's going to be Braden Sparks. Sparks plunges forward, and I think he may have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
Looked like Danny Bradbury in there leading the charge for the Grizz.
So they are going to give him forward progress out to the 20-yard line. So a gain of about 3 for Sparks. 3rd and 6 for Riverside. 1:53 and counting left in the second quarter. 4 receiver package. There's the snap. Trepanier to his right. Throws. It's complete to DeRoche. DeRoche cuts upfield to the 25-yard line. Tripped up at the 27-yard line. That's going to be really close to first down yardage for Riverside. And
yeah.
You're going to wave first down.
It is, and that's where, you know, now they notice that Newport brought the pressure off the edge on that roll, and they just played pitch and catch with him and the running back.
So after a 7-yard gain, it's 1st and 10 Riverside at their own 28-yard line. 1:30 left in the second quarter. 4 receivers in the package. Trepanier in the shotgun. Grizzlies switching up their defense. Trepanier sends a man in motion to the left-hand side. Fakes a handoff. No, he did give it to him. And Danny Bradbury coming up to make a stop at the 29-yard line. Maybe a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, that was a nice job right there. They were kind of running that little stretch play. Unusual, went behind the quarterback, but to no avail.
1 minute left to play in the second quarter. Ball is right at the 29-yard line. Second down and 9 for Riverside. And they take their time breaking from the huddle. 4 receivers, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Trepanier in the shotgun with DeRoche at his side. There's the snap. Trepanier rolls to his left, looks, fires down the middle of the field, and in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Logan Truman, and the incompletion will stop the clock and bring up third down.
Yeah, Johnny Miller was right there, provided the coverage.
34 seconds left in the second quarter. Grizzlies leading 7-0. And after that incompletion, Riverside will have third down and 9 at their own 29-yard line. Getting close to halftime here. We'll be having an extended halftime here tonight, of course, because it is homecoming for Riverside. They're going to have royalty and all sorts of stuff, so expect an extended halftime. 3rd and 9. They break from the huddle, split back formation, shotgun. Trepanier drops back. No, it's Gallinger. He throws to the flats to the right side to DeRoche. He catches it, but then he's immediately contacted and brought to the ground. There'll be a gain of 4 or 5 yards, but well short of the first down yardage. For DeRoche, that's his 4th catch of the night. And the Grizzlies quickly call a timeout, stopping the clock with 24 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll just stay right here.
Yeah, they might be thinking, they can either, one, get the ball back, or 2, maybe come after the ball.
Yep. They already tonight rushed the punter and forced Trepanier, the punter, to basically squat and take a knee. He couldn't get the punt away. So the Grizzlies were successful on one special teams play already tonight. So here with 24 seconds left in the second quarter, Grizzlies call a timeout. It's going to be 4th down and 6 for Riverside. And let's see what transpires here. The Grizzlies either hoping to get the ball back for another couple plays, or maybe they're going to go after the punter. But at the moment, Riverside is not coming out in punt formation. Shotgun formation, Trepanier. Now he drops back. Grizzlies are showing blitz. And here they come. It's an ugly kick, too. He gets the punt away, but it's a wobbler to the far sideline. Takes a Riverside bounce into Grizzly territory to the 44. And it's touched up, stopping the clock with 14 seconds left. And the Grizzlies are going to get 1, maybe 2 plays here to end the first half.
Grizz did a nice job on that series. Just kind of hold everything to get the ball back for us.
So place the ball at the Grizzly 44-yard line. 14 seconds left in the second quarter. And we'll see what the Grizzlies do here. Grizzlies leading at 7-0. And what a dogfight we've had tonight so far. Prange in the shotgun. Split backs in the backfield. There's the snap. Prange drops back, throws to the far sideline, complete to Kirkwood. And instead of getting out of bounds, Kirkwood cuts into the middle of the field. And unless Grizzlies take a timeout, that should be the final play here in the first half, and it is. So a gain of a couple yards for Kirkwood, but time expires on the Grizzlies here in the first half, and they'll head to the locker room with a 7-point lead over the Riverside Rams. After one half of play, Newport 7, Riverside 0. Halftime coming up right after this. I continue to attest to in my opinion, the fact that Buddy Wood's an awesome coach. They just continue to get better as the year progresses. And this is a Riverside team that is very well coached. And they've won four ball games this year. They're in third place for a reason. And this is a battle for second place tonight. Here's the kickoff for the second half. The Grizzlies, they deferred at the beginning of the game, so they get the ball to start the second half. There's a squib kick picked up at the 15, 20. Johnny Miller out to the 30-yard line, and he falls forward to about the 32. And that's where Newport will start the second half. Possession Newport, 1st and 10 from their own 31-yard line.
Number 27, Sammy DeRoche for the Rams, brought down Johnny Miller.
Starting the second half, the Grizzlies with possession of the ball. Tegan Prange at quarterback in the shotgun formation. 2 receivers way out to the left, 1 to the right. Bradbury in the backfield. There's the snap, handoff Bradbury. Right up the middle he goes. He's got some running room, 35, 40. He's past the 40 down to about the 43. On the first play from scrimmage, call it a 12-yard gain for Bradbury. And DeRoche attempting to come up to make the stop. Got the worst of that. 12-yard gain for Bradbury. 1st and 10 Newport.
Yeah, number 16, Kruger Rosenthal, stepped up and grabbed Bradbury by the legs, but I'll tell you what, DeRoche, whew, he got bopped off there pretty good.
And I think DeRoche either did go off the field or should have gone off the field. He looked a little shaken up. Call it 1st and 10 Newport, just beyond the 43-yard line.
And I don't know what happened. It looked like Danny's helmet might have broken or something. They sent him off the field. Why, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's what the deal is, a mouthpiece or a chin strap. Danny's on the sideline right now, and he's looking for someone to steal their mouthpiece, I think. So it's 1st and 10 Newport. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tegan Prange in the backfield with Troy Hill. And the referees have stopped play here momentarily. Not exactly why. Now he's going to wind it. And we're back to action. Shotgun formation, man in motion, that's Kirkwood. And we've got penalty flags, and the play will be whistled dead.
Got a flag on the play.
And we'll have to sort this one out. Clock stops. 11:38 left in the third quarter. The Grizzly captain is clapping his hands. Dead ball offsides against Riverside. And a 5-yard penalty against the Rams.
Yeah, on the far side, too. Must have anticipated Kirkwood, decided to step up there.
Either that or maybe even lined up in offsides, because I didn't see any movement. So 1st down and 5 will be the call. From the 48, almost the 49-yard line, Newport 1st and 5. Clock runs 11:35 and counting. Prange calls out the plays to his left and to his right. Sends a man in motion. Kirkwood fakes a handoff to, my goodness, they running backs run into each other in the backfield. Goodness.
That was not a good series there on that set of play.
It was a fake handoff on the speed, on the jet option, and it was supposed to be a counter back to Troy Hill, and the 2 running backs ran into each other. Loss of 3 yards on the play, bringing up 2nd and 8. Bradbury back in the game now at the running back position. Handoff Bradbury, left, breaks through, 45-50. He's still on his feet, tries to fall forward, close to 1st down yardage. He's going to be in Ram territory down to the 46. Should be a gain of 9 yards and a Grizzly 1st down.
Number 24, Jaden Betker, in on the tackle.
That is the 14th carry for Bradbury, 86 yards on 14 carries. 1st and 10 Newport at the Riverside 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Prange in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands off to Bradbury, starts right, trying to get around the corner, plants his foot, plunges forward inside the 45 down to about the 44. There will be a gain of a couple yards there, bringing up 2nd down.
24, Jaden Betker again stepped in there to take the brunt of the punishment by Bradbury, but ended up hanging on for the tackle.
10 minutes and 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Time is running. 2nd and 8 for Newport, just inside Riverside's 45-yard line. Tegan Prange sends a man in motion. That's Kirkwood. Fake, hands off Bradbury, inside counter. Bradbury cuts up, 40-yard line. Lunges forward, trying to get to the 35, really close. He is really close to 1st down yardage, too.
Yeah, Michael Zanoni ended up making the tackle on Bradbury.
They'll say it's 3rd down coming up. It's going to be 3rd down and short. Ball placed at the 36-yard line. They need to get to the 35 for a 1st down. Prange in the shotgun. Hand off Bradbury. Starts right. And now he tries to cut back, loses his footing, and he might have lost a yard on the play. Bradbury's designed to go north and south, and he went too much east and west that time.
Number 24, Jaden Betker. That's it exactly.
So it's 4th down, 4th and 1. 9 minutes, 12 seconds, third quarter, 4th and 1. Hand off Bradbury straight up the middle. And he breaks it out to the right-hand side, still on his feet, churning away inside the 35. And he's down to about the 32. A gain of 5 yards and a 1st down for Newport.
Yeah, the Grizz up front, the Ram defensive lineman stood them all up, and Bradbury had enough sense, though, to slide over, then go north and south for the yardage.
Clock continues to run, 9 minutes to go here, third quarter. 1st and 10 Newport at the 33-yard line. Prange passes, quick, near side. Johnny Miller slips away from one blocker, up the field, near sideline, knocked out of bounds inside the 25. He's going to be close to first down yardage on a pitch and catch from Tegan Prange.
Number 17, Jack Ewert, in on the tackle there.
They spot the ball at the 25, 26, looked like he was inside the 25-yard line. So a gain of 7 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 3 for the Newport Grizzlies. Snap to Prange. Handoff, Bradbury, left-hand side. He cut right, now he's back to his left, cut to the middle of the field, inside the 20, down to the 15, still on his feet. He moves the pile forward inside the 15-yard line, down to the 13. A gain of over 10 yards and another Grizzly first down.
That was a nice series. In fact, they blew the whistle, and Bradbury actually was still going on his feet. He broke out, but it was after the whistle.
First and 10, Newport. They're spotting the ball at the 13-yard line. 3-back formation. Handoff Bradbury. He gets away from one blitzer, spins free, now tries to get forward momentum. He's down to the 10-yard line, a gain of a couple yards, and second down will be coming up.
Yeah, number 50 looked like Ethan Yeager in on the tackle there, but there was a whole host of Rams finally to corral Bradbury and bring him down.
Yeah, it looked like maybe some blitzing taking place right in the middle. Second down and 7 after a gain of 3. And Bradbury off the field right now. It is Troy Hill at the running back position. Three receiver set. Tegan Prange hands off to Hill. Hill goes right, gets around the end, cuts it up, down to the 5-yard line. He's still on his feet, trying to move forward, and he is down inside the 5, close to the 4, really close to first down yardage, but I think third down is coming up.
Yeah, it looked like number 5, Braden Sparks, led the charge there, but he bounced around a little bit, kept it going, but then they corralled him and brought him to the ground.
They'll say he got down to the 5-yard line, a gain of 5 yards for Hill. This is the 11th play of the drive for Newport. Third and a long 2 at the 5-yard line. Bradbury's back in at a running back position. Prange from the shotgun. Snap, handoff Bradbury. Starts right up the middle of the field. Takes a couple tacklers with him. He's inside the 5, down to about the 3. And he may not have a touchdown, but I think he's got first down yardage. Yes, he does. So a gain of 3 for Bradbury, and it is first and goal for Newport at the Riverside 2-yard line. Split back formation now. Bradbury is in at quarterback. This is what they call their Hulk formation. Shotgun snap to Bradbury. There's a penalty flag. Bradbury dives into the end zone, he dives for the end zone, but there's no indication on a touchdown, and there is a penalty flag, which likely means that this play is coming back. In the vicinity of the flag, it's usually a false start or an illegal formation. And a false start against Newport. 5-yard penalty will knock him backwards 5 yards. It'll be first and goal, but now from the 7-yard line.
Yeah, and that's where, those penalties can really, 5 yards, what is that? But it can really change the dynamics of your play calling.
So some personnel changes. Bradbury comes off the field. Troy Hill is in at the lone running back position. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Prange in the shotgun. 2 tight end set. Prange barks out the call. Oh, and another missed snap. Back goes Prange, picks it up. And Prange needs to throw it. Instead, he runs out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And another miscue by the Grizzlies. We saw this in the first half. They had first and goal from like the 12, and they fumbled and lost the fumble. This time, a snap over Prange's head is going to knock him back to about the 15-yard line. It's going to be second and goal from that location.
Yeah, and that's, again, just kind of a real challenge there now for the Grizzly offense.
From the 18-yard line, second and goal for Newport. Prange from the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's rolling to his left. He's looking. He's throwing to the end zone, and it's picked off in the end zone by Riverside. Still on his feet, far sideline. Out to the 20, 25, 30, and that is TJ Trepanier. And he's out of bounds, and it's Riverside's ball off of the interception.
Yeah, that's just a couple things. He's working to his left. He never got his shoulders turned, and threw upwards, so the ball floats. The receiver fell down.
Yeah.
I don't think even if he'd been up, he could have made a play. But again, we're down there.
So at the 30-yard line, it is 1st and 10 Riverside. Their first possession here in the second half. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Man in motion to the right-hand side. Gallinger under center. Hands off right up the middle. Not much doing there. I didn't see who got the ball. I think it might have been Zanoni. Yep, Zanoni with a short gain of maybe a yard on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down, 2nd and 9.
Again, Jacob Tanner just corralled him and brought him to the ground in a very forceful way.
2nd down and 9 for Riverside. Clock running. Approaching 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ball placement at the Riverside 31-yard line, 2nd and 9. Riverside breaks from the huddle. One receiver to the right, one to the left. Split back formation, shotgun. Trepanier, hands off, left side, Zanoni. Zanoni stumbles, regains his balance, and he falls forward for maybe, let me see here. They're going to say he got out to the 34-yard line, a gain of about 3 yards.
Looked like Danny Bradbury and Jacob Kirkwood finally were able to just kind of hang on to him and bring him to the ground.
So 3rd down coming. And they've got the ball spotted at the 34-yard line. Now they move the side marker, the yard marker, the down marker. 3rd and 6 will be the call. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right for Riverside. Trepanier all by himself in the backfield, sends a man in motion. There's the snap. Fake handoff, Trepanier looking, throws over the center of the field, and he had a receiver on the far side, but he was really well covered. Tug Smith and Michael Owen had him doubled up. No chance of a reception there. The incompletion brings up 4th down.
Yeah, the Grizz did a nice job bringing some pressure there, forced him to set his feet, and he didn't look too comfortable.
Nope. He hasn't looked comfortable all night long throwing the ball. So 4th down and 6 for Riverside, deep in their own territory at their own 34-yard line. They come out in their punt look. They've started this way each time they've punted anyway. I would presume that Trepanier's going to drop back, and there he does, drops back into the punt formation. 4:57, third quarter. There's the snap, off the ground. Trepanier picks it up, boots it away, far sideline, stumbles into Grizzly territory, takes a Riverside bounce inside the 30. It'll be touched up at the 27-yard line, and that's where Newport will take possession of the ball at their own 27-yard line.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like DeRoche. Oh, he's coming back out this time, but he had sat out that last series, both offensively and defensively, after that contact with Bradbury.
So 1st and 10 for Newport. We were a little frustrated last week inside the 30-yard line 4 times and no points. Tonight the Grizzlies have been inside the 10-yard line twice and no points. So it is 1st and 10. Handoff, Troy Hill this time. Ooh, a lot of red jerseys converge to the ball, and Hill is brought down short of the line of scrimmage by about a yard.
Yeah, Ethan Yeager and Michael Zanoni were right there, and there was just no movement at all right there.
2nd down and 11 at the Grizzly 27-yard line. Danny Bradbury in at the quarterback position now. 2 receivers to his left, takes the snap. He's going to run it himself right up the middle, cuts back to his right, 30-yard line, tries to spin free, still on his feet, now knocked backwards. I think he got out to about the 32-yard line before his momentum stopped. It's going to be 3rd down coming up after a gain of about 5 yards.
Yeah, Ethan Yeager and Kruger Rosenthal with Hayden Burnham there also.
3rd and 7 after a 5-yard gain. Bradbury at the quarterback. Takes the snap, drops to his left. Now he's flushed out of the pocket. He throws way down the field. He's got a receiver, and it is in and out of the hands of Jacob Kirkwood. He was well covered down there, but it was put right on his hands, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, that definitely, what can you say? I wasn't out of the bed. The ball was beautifully thrown. It was there. It was all catchable, and those are plays you do have to make.
It was a bang-bang play. Just as soon as the ball was on his hands, the defense was there, but it was right on his hands. And on 4th and 7, the Grizzlies will punt the ball away. 3 minutes, 42 seconds, third quarter. Grizzlies holding on to a 7-0 lead. There's the snap and the punt, end over end, deep into Riverside territory. Takes a Riverside bounce, still on the ground. And now it'll lose its momentum and go dead at the 29-yard line, maybe the 30. And that's where Riverside will take over. It'll be 1st and 10 Riverside at their own 30-yard line. Second possession of the second half for Riverside. Their first possession, that was a 3-and-out and a punt. And they're going to start their second possession at the exact same spot at their own 30-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Riverside, double tight, 2 receivers to the right. Hand off to the right side to Zanoni. Zanoni trying to get around the corner, plunges forward to the 35-yard line. Brought down by a host of Grizzlies. A gain of 5 yards will bring up second down.
Yeah, definitely. And they use that little bunch formation of trips over there. Look like they're trying to get to the edge a little bit. Haven't had much success at all anywhere between the tackles.
3 minutes and 9 seconds, third quarter. Clock is running. Play comes in from the sideline. It's going to be second down, and they actually need 5 yards for a first down. It's about 4.5 yards to go, so 4 yards won't do it. We'll call it second down and 5 from just beyond the 35-yard line. 2 receivers, double tight end package. Shotgun formation. Trepanier takes the snap. He's going to take it himself left side, trying to get around the corner. And boom! He's knocked down. A host of Grizzlies led by Danny Bradbury and Troy Hill, and he's dropped at the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Yeah, really nice job there. Troy Hill came up and kept his outside shoulder free, forcing the edge, so it had to force Trepanier back inside, and Danny was there and brought the hammer down.
3rd and 5 for Riverside at their own 35.5-yard line. 2:14, the clock continues to run. Here Riverside has tried a little play-action dump. They've tried to get around the corner on jet sweep. What are they going to do here on this play? 2 receivers to the right as they break from the huddle, 2 to the left. 4 receiver package. Trepanier in shotgun all by himself in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. Fakes a handoff. Here comes, it's going to be a pass over the far side. And, he throws it behind his receiver, and Michael Owen almost stepped up to pick the ball off. It is incomplete, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they're kind of bringing that jet motion over to block Troy Hill, because Troy's just coming off the edge when it's in that formational look. And then Trepanier steps up inside, and like you said earlier, he isn't too comfortable. He's just getting rid of that thing like a hot potato.
Not a whole lot of accuracy on it, but he does have receivers in the vicinity at times. That one is incomplete. 4th and 5 for Riverside. And let's see if they punt the ball away. Trepanier drops back into punt formation, standing at his own 25-yard line. There's the snap on the ground again. Trepanier just gets it away. Ugly wobbler. Bounces at the Newport 37. Takes a Riverside bounce down to the 30. And there's a penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage. Hold up here. Let's see what this one's all about.
37-yard kick by Trepanier.
One thing about it, boy, that ball is being kicked literally almost on the off the ground.
Yeah. So the referees are still talking about this one. Both teams are down at the other end of the field where the ball died at the 27-yard line. And the referee is saying it's holding against Riverside. Well,
I think we've got a holding on Newport.
The only thing I could say is maybe they're holding up the center. They're coming in there, grabbing him. That's only because interior, that'd be the only guy that should be able to release.
So the referee called hold, and then he pointed in the side of Riverside, and then he pointed in the side of Newport. And so if it's a post-possession hold, Newport maintains the ball, but they get moved back 10 yards. Okay, they are calling it a hold against Newport post-change of possession. So it'll stay Newport's ball, but from the spot where it died at the 27, they're going to be marched backwards 10 yards. It's going to remain Newport ball, 1st and 10, but instead of at the 27, it's going to be at about the 16 or 17. A minute 41 here in the third quarter. Newport will have their third possession of the second half here. It's going to be at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10 for Newport. Bradbury starts at the quarterback position. He looks over at the sideline and puts his palms up in the air. Now he takes the shotgun snap, hands off to Troy Hill. Hill loses his footing in the backfield, and he basically falls to the ground. I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, very close. But Braden Sparks, number 5 for the Ram, make the tackle.
Second down coming up. They'll say he just did get back to the line of scrimmage, so 2nd and 10 for Newport. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bradbury at the quarterback position. Takes the snap. He'll take it himself straight up the middle. He plunges forward beyond the line of scrimmage, close. Forward progress close to the 20-yard line. Gain of a couple yards, but third down is coming up.
Yeah, number 60, Aaron Covey, ended up jumping on to Bradbury.
Third down and 8 will be the call. 2 receivers to the right. Michael Owen in motion along with 2 receivers now to the left. Now Michael Owen comes back to the right-hand side. There's a lot of, I see frustration on the field. Players throwing their hands up in the air wondering, I don't know how to explain it, Coach, but Bradbury is looking at the sideline wondering with his hands up in the air. A receiver had his hands up in the air. And Michael Owen looks to the sideline, shakes his head in disgust. They look like a confused bunch out there right now. And on third down, they just get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's 4th down. Grizzlies are going to punt again. A lot of confusion on offense for the Grizzlies tonight. Miscues, fumbled snaps, and right now they're just really frustrated and confused, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter play. Time runs out, and the Grizzlies will be punting the ball away when we start the fourth quarter. After 3 quarters of play, Newport 7, Riverside 0. We're back with the fourth quarter after this timeout.
Cubs FM would like to thank Excess Portable Service for their support. Excess Portable Service provides portable chemical toilet rentals by the day, week, bi-weekly, or monthly for your construction site, business, weddings, and special events. You may contact Excess Portable Service Monday through Friday from 8 till 3:30 at 208-448-2290. That's 208-448-2290. You'll be pleased with our portables. That's Excess Portable Service.
Cubs FM thanks Caltran, the Kalispell Tribal Transit System, for their sponsorship of this broadcast. Caltran is a public transportation service operating on a fixed route from North Spokane to the Camas Wellness Center 3 times per day. Their services are also provided to the surrounding areas such as Cusick, Ione, Usk, and Newport. You may contact the Caltran office at 509-447-7247, or you may find them on the web at kalispelltribe.com.
Back at Riverside High School, starting the fourth quarter, the Grizzlies will be punting the ball away from their own 21-yard line. It's 4th and 7 for the Grizzlies, and Grizzlies have a 7-0 lead. A lot of confusion and frustration on the field in that last possession. And hopefully here in the fourth quarter, the Grizzlies can straighten it out. Their defense has held to this point. The offense, on the other hand, it hasn't been a pretty evening. Grizzlies line up in punt formation, 4th and 7 from their own 21. Jacob Kirkwood is standing back at his own 5-yard line, awaiting the snap. Now the white cap chops it in. There's the snap. Kirkwood takes the ball, gives it a boot to the far sideline, a wobbler. Hits at the 45-yard line, takes a Newport bounce. Inside the 40, down to the 37. It'll be touched up, and it'll be Riverside ball 1st and 10 at that spot.
32-yard kick. No return.
Yeah, definitely kind of interesting. Rams went to 2 guys now, and they aren't returning anything. It's kind of like, it looks like they're same thing, some miscommunication out there,
Yep.
but got a nice roll for the Grizz.
The Riverside Rams will have favorable field position, 1st and 10 at their own 37. They've been 3 and out the last 2 possessions here in the second half. They break from the huddle. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right, double tight end. 2 running backs, and Trepanier in the shotgun. He sends a man in motion, takes the snap, hands off inside. That's Zanoni. Zanoni plunges forward, gets out to about the 40-yard line before his momentum is stopped. Gain of 2, maybe 3 yards, bringing up second down.
The two Kirkwoods, Matthew and Jacob, end up making the tackle there.
Ball placed right at the 40-yard line. Second down and 7 for Riverside. 11:25 left in the fourth quarter. Grizzlies holding on to just a 7-point lead. Riverside breaks from the huddle. 3 receivers bunched up, really tight on the left-hand side. One lone set back. Trepanier in the shotgun takes the ball. He's going to run to his left. He's trying to get to the corner, turns it up, and he's tripped up. He gets out beyond the 40-yard line, out to about the 44. It's going to be a gain of nearly 3, maybe 4 yards, but third down coming up.
Yeah, and that was Michael Owen. Looked like he was kind of at the bottom of that trip up there, but definitely I think that's, quite honestly, that's probably their best running play right now, just getting Trepanier out in the open.
Trying to get around the edge.
Yeah.
He picks up 3 yards there, so third down and 4 for Riverside at their own 43-yard line.
After this play, I'll call it out. Stay with me.
2 running backs in the backfield. Now they'll bunch up 3 receivers to the right side. Trepanier in the shotgun. Takes the snap, rolls to his right. Ooh, someone just got planted. Here comes pressure. Oh, and Kirkwood misses him. The ball is thrown up the field, and it's incomplete. Jacob Kirkwood nearly had Trepanier dead to rights in the backfield and just whiffed on him. Trepanier, though, throws another incompletion, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they come around there and they had plenty of time, but definitely Grizzly defense holding again.
10 minutes, 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's that field position where a team like Riverside, coached by Buddy Wood, I would be looking for maybe a fake. 4th and 4 from the 43-yard line. Trepanier drops back to punt. There's the snap. Trepanier takes it. He just gets it away. A wobbler, and it's going to be fielded by Miller. Miller takes it to the 20, near sideline. He's running 30, 35, 40. He tries to turn the corner midfield, and he's knocked out of bounds in Riverside territory at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10 Newport. They'll have good field position to start this drive.
Yeah, number 7, Trepanier came up and turned him, but number 23, Johnny DeRoche, ended up making the tackle.
Spot the ball at the 47-yard line in Riverside territory. 1st and 10 Newport. And let's see who lines up here on this possession. Bradbury's going to come out, it looks like, at a quarterback position. And Troy Hill will be the running back. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Bradbury takes it out of the shotgun, hands it off to Hill. Hill turns the corner, 45, down to the 40. And if he gets past one more tackler, he might have sprung that one. He's got a gain of 7 yards, bringing up 2nd and 3.
Number 27, Sammy DeRoche. Number 10, Jackson Becker, in on the stop.
2nd down and 3, the ball at the 40-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Bradbury calling out the plays in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off. Ooh, that one was almost mishandled. Gives it to Hill, and there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Hill, if the play stands, has a 5-yard gain and a 1st down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield in the vicinity of a hold, and that is the call, holding against Newport.
Number 50, Ethan Yeager, led the charge for the Ram.
That penalty flag was thrown at the 43-yard line. Holding is a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So it's going to be 2nd down for Newport. Backing him up 10 yards from that spot. Going to be 2nd down and about 15, I believe. And Bradbury on that last handoff, he almost did not get it into the stomach of Troy Hill. It was almost a bobbled fumble right there. 9 minutes, 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Newport leads 7-0, but after this holding penalty, it's going to be 2nd down and 15 for Newport. Ball at the Riverside 48-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Bradbury in the shotgun with Troy Hill as his running back on his left-hand hip. Takes the snap, fakes a handoff. Bradbury taking himself, plunges right up the middle, past the 50-yard line, dives into Ram territory. And I believe he may have got back to the original line of scrimmage after a gain of about 5 yards, bringing up 3rd down and 10.
Number 3, Michael Zanoni for the Rams, brought down Bradbury.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 for Newport. Bradbury now has 128 yards on 23 carries. Currently, Bradbury is in the quarterback position. Clock continues to run. Well, it should be running. They stopped it for some reason. The white cap is out at middle field, and I didn't see a penalty flag, but they're marking off yardage against Newport.
If anybody's missing their cell phone,
and another hold against Newport. Holding against Newport. So it's going to be 2nd down all over again, but now it's going to be from Newport's 43-yard line. So 2nd down and 19 for Newport. Bradbury in the shotgun with 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Takes the snap, hands off to Troy Hill. Troy Hill tries to get around the corner, but then he's met at the line of scrimmage and dropped. May have picked up a yard on the play, but not much more. 3rd down and long coming up.
Yeah, Michael Zanoni just came up and really put a nice whack on Hill. Knocked some air out of the pads there.
They're going to spot it at the 45-yard line. So 3rd down and 18. You see receivers and Bradbury looking over to the sideline looking for the play. Now he puts his mouthpiece in, steps back in the shotgun, takes the snap almost over his head. He'll take it himself, runs right up the middle. Bradbury past the 50-yard line, and I think there might have been a fumble on the play.
Fumble on the play, the ball's ruled down.
But the running back, the runner, Bradbury, ruled down. Gain of about 9 yards, but still well short of 1st down yardage. 4th down coming up. 4th down and almost 10.
We got 4th down and 9 yards.
7 minutes and 56 seconds. The clock continues to run. And I don't like playing this type of cat and mouse, whatever you want to call it. Grizzlies have had the ball inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, and a couple of times tonight. No points to show for it. It's been a very frustrating. There's a long snap, but Kirkwood gets his hands on it, gets the punt away, high end-over-end kick, and fielded, and nicely fielded, by the way, by Riverside's Jack Ewart. He recovers the ball, falls to the ground, and Riverside will have 1st and 10 from their own 17-yard line.
Yeah, Kirkwood did a real nice job leaping up one-handed to keep that ball. It was kind of a little rough snap there.
One play could change this whole game at this point.
Yes.
We have 7.5 minutes left in the ball game. Newport leads 7-0. Riverside 1st and 10 from their own 17 after the Kirkwood punt. Here's the inverted wishbone. Gallinger under center, sends a man in motion. Gallinger takes the snap, rolls to his right. It looks like he might have lost the ball there momentarily. It's a counter, and the Grizzlies sniff it out. And it is Zanoni stopped just beyond the line of scrimmage, may have picked up a yard. 2nd down coming up after a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, Luke Nichols was there. It almost looked like Statue of Liberty. The quarterback took it, kind of slid it back to him, and he kind of was waiting, and thankfully Luke Nichols was right there to be aware of that.
Approaching 7 minutes to play in the ball game. The ball is just inside the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Scoreboard says 2nd and 8. But Riverside has about 8.5 yards to go for a 1st down. 8 yards won't cut it. They need 9. Trepanier back in at the quarterback position. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Shotgun formation. Trepanier takes the snap. Hands off, DeRoche, left side. DeRoche tries to cut up the field, and I think that's Danny Bradbury, sniffs it out, drops him down to the ground. May have lost a yard on the play. And 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, really good job. They ran that little wing counter there, and Danny just absolutely read his keys, slid, worked downhill, and made a great play.
No gain on the play. 3rd and 8 from the 21-yard line. 6 minutes to play in the ball game now. Substitutions come in from the Riverside sideline. Trepanier's going to get under center this time. Handoff near side, and that's Zanoni. Zanoni cuts up the field. He's out to the 25-yard line, then stopped. It'll be a gain of 4 yards for Riverside, but short of first down yardage. 4th down coming up, 4th and 3.
Luke Nichols led the charge there with Danny Bradbury assisting him.
Let's see what Riverside will do. They're running out of time here. 5.5 minutes left in the ball game. It's 4th and 3 at their own 26-yard line. And it looks like they're going to line up in punt formation. The snap. Trepanier gets the ball away, and it's a wobbler. And Johnny Miller elects to just let it go and roll. And it's going to take a Riverside bounce and drop dead at the 25-yard line. And that's where Newport will take control. 1st and 10 with 5:08 left in the 4th quarter.
Nice punt by Trepanier.
I know there's thoughts running through my mind, Coach, but in my attempt to give the benefit of the doubt and to be supportive, I don't want to be an armchair quarterback right now. I'm just going to call what I see and hope for the best. But the Grizzlies have really struggled here on offense tonight, not just in the second half, but all night. And here on 1st and 10, a snap almost goes over the head of Bradbury, recovered by Troy Hill. Troy Hill gathers the ball, plunges forward. He's out to the 27-yard line for maybe a couple yards. It'll bring up 2nd down and about 8.
Yeah, that was a looked like Zanoni tackle, but man, you are so true. That's the type of play that could totally change this game right here.
So 2nd down and 8 from the 27-yard line. Bradbury in the shotgun takes the snap. Sutter steps. Now he goes to the right side, tries to find the corner to the far sideline, cuts back, and another penalty flag in the backfield. And Bradbury out to about the 38, but I think this one's coming back. Another hold against the Newport Grizzlies.
Yeah,
Wow.
It was hard to tell who in that big scrum pile. Looked like Hayden Burnham might have been kind of there with the Ram tacklers, but I'll tell you what, there's a lot of just, spinning the wheels, not even getting the momentum going offensively.
Yeah. Clock is stopped with 4 minutes and 28 seconds left here in the 4th quarter.
Got a flag on the play.
And after the holding, it's going to be 2nd down, and the Grizzlies are going to be pinned pretty deep here.
And that's where they just really they got to get it together on that. I mean, have 7-0 lead, but boy, in high school football, that's not much.
No. One play could change the whole game. Ball is going to be placed on the 17-yard line, bringing up 2nd down and about 17. Clock's running, 4:26 and counting. Bradbury in the shotgun with 3 receivers in this package. He takes the snap, stutter steps. Now he's going to run it right up the middle. Not much doing there. He might have got a yard out of the play, but not much more. And 3rd down will come up, 3rd and long.
And number 5, Braden Sparks, just kind of the hole's open. He just kind of hopped his way up there, and when Danny tried to cut back, he just grabbed a leg and hung on.
Under 4 minutes to play. 3rd and 16 for Newport. Shotgun, Bradbury takes the snap, fakes a handoff. He'll run it himself, and he's tripped up in the backfield. Little or no gain on the play, and it's going to be 4th down and long for Newport.
Yeah, Michael Zanoni was right there. I mean, you can just see the big guys, meaning they're big key players. They're not much paying attention to anybody else.
Yep. Clock is running. 3:23 left in the 4th quarter. 4th and long for Newport. Kirkwood standing basically on the goal line in punt formation. There's the snap. Kirkwood gets it. And he's got a high boomer, but it will not turn over. It hits at midfield, takes a Riverside bounce, and quickly Newport touches it up.
That's a 30-yard punt.
It's touched up at the 48-yard line in Newport territory. And Riverside's going to have 1st and 10 at the Newport 48-yard line with 3 minutes and 2 seconds left here in the ball game.
And that's really, this is critical. The Grizzlies, if they needed to stop all year, this is one they must get the ball back.
Well, the Grizzlies on 5 possessions in the second half, an interception when they had 1st and goal from the 5 or 6, then punt, 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 punt. Riverside, 4 possessions, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Big time for the Grizzly defense to step up right here. Shotgun formation, Trepanier. 3 receivers left-hand side. Trepanier's going to take it himself, tries to get around the corner. He will, 35, 40, out of bounds. And a gain this time of 6 or 7 yards for Riverside. Will bring up 2nd down.
Gain of 5 on the play.
2nd down and 5.
2nd 5 for the Rams.
And being able with that to stop the clock.
Clock is stopped with 2:57 left in the 4th quarter. Ball placement at the 43-yard line. 2nd and 5 for Riverside. 1 receiver to the left, 1 to the right. 2 of them grouped up to the right. Trepanier in the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off to Zanoni. Zanoni gets back to the line of scrimmage, but not much more, maybe a yard. Big old Luke Nichols wraps him up and drops him to the ground for no gain.
Yeah, doing a really nice job in getting in there and controlling the center of the offensive line, those defensive tackles.
3rd down, 3rd and 5 for Riverside. Play comes in from the sideline. Trepanier gets it. 2 receivers are sent out to the right. Double tight end package. And now a timeout is going to be called. Timeout Riverside. That's going to stop the clock with 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in the ball game. And Buddy Wood's going to call timeout to talk this one over. So it has been an ugly offensive night for Newport, but they're still hanging on to a 7-point lead. 7-0 is our score, and it's been that way ever since way back in the 1st quarter. Tegan Prange scored on a 5-yard touchdown run on the Grizzlies' 2nd drive of the evening, but since then, it's been frustration and ugliness for the Newport Grizzlies. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punts, 2 interceptions, and a fumble. And the Grizzlies on 2 occasions have had 1st and goal inside the 10, and neither one of those possessions ended up in any points. Here late, we've got 2 minutes and 22 seconds left. Riverside just called a timeout. It's going to be Riverside ball, 3rd down and 5 at the Newport 43-yard line. Riverside breaks from the huddle on the sideline. 4 receivers. Trepanier in the shotgun. There's the snap. Oh, and it bounces off to Trepanier's chest. He picks it up, and he's still scrambling in the backfield, and he's brought down. Trepanier was not paying attention. The snap bounced off of his chest while he was looking to his right at a receiver, and he's fortunate to pick it up and drop on it, and it's a loss of over 10 yards, bringing up 4th and long for Riverside. Under 2 minutes to play.
Troy Hill ended up making the tackle for a loss.
4th and 17. Riverside's going to have to go for it here. 4 receivers. Trepanier sends a man in motion. There's the snap. Trepanier's going to run. Left side. He's got the corner. He's got room. Is he going to get there? No, he will not. He's stopped at the 48-yard line, 10 yards short of the 1st down, and Newport will get the ball back with 1:40 left in the ball game.
Michael Owen was right there to secure the tackle.
So can Newport come up, somehow clear up whatever confusion has taken place up to this point, and somehow get 10 or 12 positive yardage, a 1st down, and run out the clock here? There's 1:40 left on the clock. 1st and 10 Newport at their own 48-yard line. Bradbury at shotgun, takes the snap, far sideline, turns the corner, 35, 40, into Riverside territory. And that's going to be a gain of 14 yards, stopping the clock just long enough for the chains to move, but as soon as they get the chain set, the clock will run again.
Yeah, number 50, Ethan Yeager, was in on the tackle with Zanoni assisting.
That's 154 yards for Bradbury on 27 carries. And Riverside, I think, is going to take a timeout to try to stop that clock. The clock is stopped with 1:28 left in regulation. That's the second timeout for Riverside. Buddy Wood took a timeout just previously. Ooh, am I reading that right? I just got a text message saying that, let me see here, sorry. Deer Park is leading Lakeside 41-6 with 4 minutes left. Wow.
Well, that's really surprising.
Sorry about that. The clock, by the way, just went dead. There was a minute something left. Now that came back on. 1:33 left in the fourth quarter here. Thanks, Scott Pillars, for sending us that update. It was 27-0 at halftime. Deer Park leading Lakeside. With 4 minutes left, Deer Park is beating Lakeside 41-6. Here, Buddy Wood took a timeout on Riverside's last possession. He takes a timeout here. So they've used up 2 timeouts. They can only stop the clock one more time. So a reset of the situation here. We have 1:33 left in the fourth quarter. Newport leads 7-0. It is Newport's ball, 1st and 10 at Riverside's 37-yard line. The snap of the ball will start the clock, and Riverside can only stop it one more time. Bradbury in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Hold on to that ball, boy. Right up the middle, and we've got a penalty flag on the far sideline. Goodness gracious, this is so unlike what Newport has showed up to this point all year long.
Exactly, yeah. The cloth, we've barely seen it thrown,
Yep.
but against tonight, man.
Fumbles, interceptions, penalties.
Was Bugetti on the stop?
And the referees are still talking this one over, but the vicinity of the flag would indicate typically a penalty or holding penalty against Newport. And I still have not seen an indication by the Whitecap.
Oh.
And they're going to wave it off. Okay.
Okay.
They're going to wave off the penalty. Forward progress by Bradbury, I believe it was, is a 4-yard gain to the Riverside 33-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 6, and the clock should have been running. And Riverside, they were going to wind the clock, but Riverside takes their last timeout. That's what they're doing. So it's going to be 2nd down and 6. As soon as they got this ball spotted and they waved off the flag, they ran the clock. Riverside immediately took a timeout. And so the clock is stopped with 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Riverside is out of timeouts. And after the timeout, it's going to be 2nd down and 6 for Newport.
Yeah, I would like to see a quarterback sweep just to run out some time here. Because definitely last play only ran off 3 seconds off the clock.
Well, as touch and go as it has been here tonight, I just want to see a secure snap.
Yes.
No
Yeah.
fumble.
Oh, man.
Nothing like that.
Exactly.
A first down would be nice, but a secure snap, some forward progress, and a first down, and this game will be in the bag. But it's 2nd down and 6. On the snap of the ball, the clock will start. Newport leads 7-0, and it's Newport ball, 2nd and 6, 1:30 left in the ball game.
2nd down and long, 6.
Bradbury in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Goes to the right side. Now cuts back to his left. 30. Oh, he's got some running room. 25. Now he breaks it to the near sideline. 10, 5.
He's
Bradbury into the zone. Touchdown Newport. And we've got a victory. Holy mackerel. I've been waiting for that all night long, and finally it comes. And we got the ball game. Woo! 37-yard touchdown run by Danny Bradbury. Gives him 195 yards on the evening and a touchdown. And this one seals it for the Newport Grizzlies. 195 on 30 carries. Here comes the point after touchdown. There's the snap. The hold is down. The kick is away. It's got plenty of distance, and it's good. And
got a flag there.
Penalty flag.
I think this defender was offsides over here.
Yep. And the Grizzlies will probably decline that one. They'll accept the extra point, and they'll call it good. 14-0. The Grizzlies take a lead, which hopefully will secure them the victory tonight. 1:19 left in regulation, and Bradbury scores from 37 yards out. I'll take that back, not 30 carries. On 29 carries, Bradbury with 195 yards and a touchdown. And the Grizzlies will go to 4-1 in league play with their final game of the season, the regular season, coming up next week at home against Lakeside. Well, we should all drive home tonight happy that we got a win, but this is not the Newport team offensively that we have been accustomed to seeing throughout the year. On other occasions, take away the interceptions, the fumbles, the missed snaps, the holding calls, and this would have been a 4 or 5 touchdown victory. Now give Newport all the credit in the world on defense. Wow, did they come up strong tonight. As I look at the Riverside line here in the second half, it is 3 and out. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possessions Riverside had in the second half. All 5 of them 3 and out. Punt, 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 and over on downs. They went for it on 4th down and came up short. But the Grizzly defense is the star of the game tonight. Coach Pamonte dialed up a defensive scheme tonight that was fantastic, allowing the Grizzlies to come away with a victory tonight. There's the ensuing kickoff. DeRoche fields it at the 30. DeRoche is still on his feet, and he's still on his feet. He's at the 50, far sideline. And ultimately drugged down at the 40-yard line. I think it was Michael Owen who finally tackled him and saved what could have been a touchdown off of the kickoff.
Exactly, and that's what that last touchdown, quite honestly, this game is not over yet.
I should back up. This game is not over yet. There's 1 minute and 6 seconds left in regulation. Riverside, if they can score quickly here somehow, onside kick, get the ball back, this game is not over yet. Boy, slap me for saying that, but it's the truth. Grizzlies lead at 14-0. 1st and 10 Riverside at the Newport 40-yard line. 3 receivers to the right in that bunch formation. Usually means a quick run to the right-hand side, but this time Trepanier's going to drop back, throw way down the field. He's got a receiver, and it is knocked down, but the referee throws a penalty flag, and it's going to be pass and interference, I'm guessing, against Newport. But this isn't the pros. It's not a spot foul. If it is pass and interference against Newport, it's 15 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, Trepanier was the intended receiver there. And definitely there, I mean, from this distance.
Double coverage, contact on both behalf.
Yeah.
I keep that flag in my pocket.
But apparently this guy didn't.
This guy didn't. So a 15-yard penalty. That'll put the ball down at, I believe, the 25-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Riverside with 1 minute left on the clock. Yeah, I shouldn't have got so excited there because I've seen all sorts of weird things happen in this game. There's time on the clock. It's only a 2-score game. Riverside has the ball. 1st and 10, Newport 25-yard line. Riverside breaks from the huddle. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. And it's Gallinger at the shotgun quarterback formation. He drops back, looking to his right. Here comes pressure. He sidesteps one, throws down the field. Complete down to the 5-yard line. And it is complete to Jackson Betker. It's going to be 1st down. And Betker is down on the field, hurt or acting hurt. Either way, it's going to stop the clock with 53 seconds left in regulation.
Yeah, Jesse Cummings was in on the coverage, but Danny Bradbury came and delivered the the blow to drive him into the ground.
Gallinger's pass to
So that stops the clock with 53 seconds left in regulation.
first down.
The result of the play will give Riverside a 1st and goal. I think the ball is at the 5-yard line. Now in the pros, you know, Riverside's out of timeouts here, and when you have an injured player like that in the pros, there's a runoff of time. And Betker is walking off the field. He looks like he's okay, but it does stop the clock with 53 seconds left. Riverside breaks from the huddle. Gallinger will be the quarterback in the shotgun. 1st and goal from the 5 for Riverside. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Gallinger takes the snap. He's rolling to his left, still rolling, looking, and he throws it to the corner of the end zone, and it sails incomplete through the back end of the end zone.
Complete to Trepanier.
And it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
Bring up 2nd down.
Clock
Goal
stops
for the
with 47 seconds left.
The one-arm bandit, Tug Smith, was in on the coverage.
47 seconds. The clock is stopped. 2nd and goal for Riverside at the Newport 5-yard line. Newport leads it 14-0. But again, a quick score and an onside kick. This game is not over. Bunch formation to the left-hand side. Trepanier back at the quarterback position. Takes the snap, runs to the left. He's looking for the corner. Here comes pressure, and he is brought down in the backfield. Tug Smith drops him for a loss of yardage at about the 10-yard line. Clock runs 35 seconds, and it's counting. 3rd and goal from the 10-yard line, 30 seconds. Riverside quickly to the line of scrimmage. Trepanier barking out signals, 25 seconds. Trepanier moving around his players, shotgun formation, takes the snap. Trepanier tries to take it himself up the middle of the field. There's a scrum. He's met, and he's going to get down to about the 5-yard line. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8. 4th and goal for Riverside. 6, 5, 4. Are they going to get the playoff? 2, 1, and they don't get the playoff. I don't think they do. I don't think they got the playoff. One referee is saying touchdown. Another referee blew his whistle, I believe. And the referees don't have a handle on this. They don't know what's going on here. They're talking with Coach
No, I think the white hat said he just blew the whistle in, and that's what caused it, so it's going in.
Regardless, it's a Newport victory.
Yep.
If they do allow this touchdown for Riverside, it's only going to give it won't be enough for them to win. The referees totally botched that one. I saw 00 on the clock before the ball was snapped. They should have called it ball game at that point. And both Riverside and Newport players both stood up thinking it was ball game. Trepanier ran the ball into the end zone, and one referee called touchdown, and the other referees had no idea what was going on. Regardless, the game is over. There's no time on the clock. If Riverside gets credit for the touchdown, so be it. But Newport wins it 14-something.